of bloody boorish blokes in big budget bonanzas beating, bruising and bludgeoning poor bastards bore me to death. What a week it is then to have two major Hindi films starring lady assassins doing the marpatai. Baby Dood I Do we've already spoken about. Now come let's get into Alpha.
अब इंडिया अल्फा से डरेगा।
Hey all, my name is Sucharita. Welcome back to my channel, where the second review this week is the Sharwari Wagh, Alia Bhatt, Bobby Deol and Anil Kapoor starrer Alpha, directed by Shiv Ravel, now in movie theatres. Mild and some major spoilers ahead. You will learn what the story of this film is in this review, which the trailer actually did not give away, so approach with caution. The story starts on July 27, 1999. We are told it is the day after the Kargil War. Fittingly, the first frame is tricolour-clad coffins carrying martyred soldiers waiting to be sent home. Anil Kapoor is Colonel Vikrant Kaur, Chief of RAW, who stands looking over them, wondering about the cost of war, and perhaps that there shouldn't be more bloodshed. Enter Colonel Fateh Singh Lakhawat, played by Bobby Deol. He is Kaul's junior and thinks exactly the opposite. Fateh, who has catchphrases like "no Gudda, no glory," wants to create a super soldier to continue said wars. The Alpha program is then born under him and Dr. John Verghese, played by Dibyendu Bhattacharya, who develops a serum to give people superhuman abilities like heightened hearing and super strength. Soon, however, because Fateh is a man who sounds like a villain, he messes up. His laurels are withdrawn. Alpha program is shut down. In the meantime, Kaul has already snuck some Alpha serum to his dying wife, an endeavor that is successful momentarily. The wife, played by Diya Mirza, eventually does die during childbirth, leaving behind one daughter who's kidnapped by Fateh and another who's hidden away safely in Spain by Kaul, where she grows up speaking a South Bombay accent somehow. Neither sister knows of the other's existence, but both have Alpha in them. As Fateh describes it, they are both capable of one shot, one kill, no luck, all skill. This is where the story begins, and unfortunately where the most worthy parts of it also end.
फतेह को रोकोगे कैसे सीता? अपने जंगल का शेर है वो।
From a story credited to Uday Chopra, Sridhar Raghavan and Saumil Shukla's screenplay weaponizes female angst for the male gaze. Wearing Lara Croft Tomb Raider-style identity, owning expressive outfits, both leading ladies named Sita and Durga speak to a man's idea of patriotism and action. In the middle of a sequence where the sisters are on the run trying to look for a safe house, they stop to scale a mountain. They dance with local Pahadi kids. They change in and out of a wide range of colorful athleisure, also allowing cinematographer Robes to glide over their bodies in bathing suits as they jump off a cliff because sisters are finally able to do girly things. In this moment, they don't know if their father is alive or dead, but that is a level of realism Alpha is not interested in getting near.
मैं जो बना रहा हूँ वो इतिहास है।
To give teeny credit where tiny credit is due, we are shown in a quick montage shot teenage Sita holding her stomach in discomfort as she gets her first period. But of course, immediate testing after this signals that she's ready to finally start becoming a warrior. The serum has kicked in. To discover hormones and bullets on the same day. Alpha is also a most mind-numbingly verbose film. The reason why it's nearly 2.5 hours long is primarily because after one thing happens, the person doing the thing explains to another what just happened. A few moments later, the same person or perhaps another illustrates the action one more time, lest the Instagram reel audience find the fact that Badi Behan ne Choti Behan ko protect kiya a concept too hard to wrap their heads around. It must be repeated 3 times. In one scene, a major character actually takes a seat to explain to two people that he's about to kill. A whole new subplot using memories and flashbacks. And the super secret Operation Odyssey is explained in detail. Clearly, somebody in this writing team was really into Greek culture. This very important detail upon which the central character's motivations rest is casually thrown in as an overheard conversation. And before you know it, everyone is asking, Odyssey kya hai? I don't understand Odyssey. This is going to be all of us, by the way, in 2 weeks. Odyssey kya hai? Odyssey समझ में नहीं आई.
पर इस बार सीता आज लंका खुद जलाने आई.
गन मारने से पहले डायलॉग मारना जरूरी है. इस फिल्म में सीता, who grew up isolated, almost feral, talks to her pet hamster when she's at home, verbalizing her inner monologue. It's a handy little quirk because of course exposition, but it also allows you to feel empathy for the character. But majal hai ki inner life ka kuch aur zyada pata chale. Sita quickly again goes back to the aaja dekhte hai kis mein dum hai vibe, and the writers remember that her tragic backstory must make her only intense. The impossibly attractive Sharvari Wagh is introduced as a major social media sensation. She has played every sport, she's danced every dance, and now she's ready to shoot all the bullets from Spain to India. The cute naivety is endearing in parts because how can you not? But cutesy lines like "Mankji, hum aapko bacha lenge" cannot substitute an actual character arc. Can they? Diya Mirza says in an earlier scene in this film, "Stubborn girls change the world." A line that deceived me into believing that maybe, just maybe, despite the campiness, this film might have something to say. But alas, everything that happens, the think tank behind it is either Bobby Deol's gratingly monotonous Fateh or Anil Kapoor's smoldering call. The women just follow instructions. Both are programmed into their belief systems by manly men. Alpha.
शुरू करो अग्नि परीक्षा.
Editor Arif Sheikh stitches the film together without much care for narrative comprehension. Remember the whole getting to the safe house over valleys and mountains sequence I just mentioned a few minutes ago? Once the women get there, which we have been told is a matter of life and death, they encounter what I can only describe as a group of Ladakhi ninja warriors. An action sequence synced to the viral Jamaican Bum Bum song occurs. And once the mandatory YRF Universe guest appearance is brought out, everyone just leaves. The spy is brought in to help them, never heard from or ever mentioned again in this film. In another edit decision, during the film's long climax, Sita and Fateh seem to apparate away from the raging battle into an empty factory-type structure where, of course, they throw their guns away to display average hand-to-hand combat skills. Eventually, Alpha comes so close to Dhurandhar, you're waiting for a character to exclaim, "Ye naya India hai, ye ghusega bhi aur marega bhi." Go watch the film to find out if the line is actually said out loud. Come back and tell me in the comments if you spot director Shiv Ravel's homage to his filmmaker father Rahul Ravel in this film. Alpha is now in movie theaters. For today's Relation Made recommendation, the better film this week starring a woman with twin-related trauma, one dead parent turned into a murderer by an adoptive father for his own nefarious reasons. Check out the Huma Qureshi starrer, Baby Do Die Do. And here is a bonus recommendation for y'all, catching all of us by surprise. Hanit Rehan's long-delayed and obstructed Punjab 95 has Yakayak dropped on ZEE5 under the title Satluj, and I've been assured that it is without any further cuts, released with the director's consent. Do not miss. Here's an interview I conducted with director Hanit Rehan talking about this Diljit Dosanjh film, and here is my review from this week for Baby Do Die Do. Thank you, as always, to the channel members whose names are on the screen. This month's Movie Club, I will send the invite out to all paying channel members across all tiers, and we'll get together on Zoom to discuss Odyssey. Nolan's, not Alpha's. My name is Sujarita. Thank you for stopping by.